Welcome, everybody, to episode 2 of Mike's and Bad Decisions. Today, we're going to be talking about the new tax code for gambling and a few other things. Welcome in, Avery.
What's up, Jason? How's it going, man?
So, as you know, I'm a religious gambler. I have my own YouTube channel. Check it
Indeed.
out, Reno Low Roller.
And
This last year, Donald Trump passed his big, beautiful bullshit bill. And in that bill, I call it bullshit because of this new tax code for gamblers. It will affect people like me pretty severely and a lot of my friends. Basically, 2025 was $1,200 for a hand pay. This year, it was raised to $2,000, and there's actually no cap on that hand pay. Each year, it can possibly go up by another 100 or two. It's scheduled to increase or decrease with inflation. This is a topic I know a lot more about than Avery, so he'll be doing a lot less talking. So last year in 2025, the hand pay limit was $1,200. 2026, it was raised to $2,000, and there is no cap on it. So each year it's scheduled to increase or decrease with inflation, which that's the cool part. The bad part is under the OBBA, beginning in 2026, only 90% of gambling losses will be deductible. Last year in 2025, it was 100% of your gambling losses, up to 100% of your gambling losses. This year, 2026 is starting, and I have all this because we got it right off of IRS's website. I want to read it to you guys so that way you understand. The rule that gambling loss deduction can't exceed gambling winnings remains in place, which means if you win 100,000 but you only lose 80,000, you could only write off the 80,000 because that was your losses. If you lose 150,000 but you only won 100,000, you're still only able to write off 100,000. That's what that means. For last year, this year, let's say you incur $10,000 in gambling losses and have won $7,500 during a tax year. If the tax year was 2025, you can deduct the entire $7,500. But under 2026, the new rule, you will only be able to write off $6,750, so $6,750, which is 90% of $7,500. This tax law provision is expected to have a particularly significant impact on high rollers, which is all my friends in the YouTube world, and those gambling extensively, like me, or professional circuits like poker players and all of that. It's going to really hurt a lot of people. It's right now, a lot of people, we're trying to repeal this. It keeps getting shut down by members of Congress, which is bullshit. You know, I think we should repeal their income since they want to do this to us. When you think about it, this is money that I earned at my job or wherever else I've earned my money. I take it into the casino and I spend it in the casino like anybody else would. I mean, imagine if they started saying that, you know, for every $1,000 you spend at the bar, they're going to tax you an additional 10% at the weed shop or any other place. Imagine they do that at the grocery store. I mean, this is dangerous because what it does is it allows the government to open the door and put some kind of a benchmark on adding an additional tax on money that's already been taxed because you may or may not have won it at the casino or at the poker table or wherever else. So a lot of people have asked what exactly that entails. I hope I broke that down good enough for you. So with the poker tournaments, for example, if you win $250,000 from various poker tournaments in 2026, but you also lose 250,000, even though effectively you've broke even this year, you could only deduct $225,000, 90% of 250,000, which means you still owe tax on $25,000 of money you lost. It's not even just money you won anymore. So I think as citizens, we need to get together and stop this government from taxing bullshit. In the last episode, I was talking to Avery about how they're trying to tax what the hell is that thing? That printer? 3D printer. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with 3D printers. Avery's the king of 3D printers over here. This is just the first step, right? If they could get this to go through successfully, what's the next thing they're going to tax? California is already taxing enough. They're increasing their mileage tax. Now the United States is taxing gamblers. Next, 3D printers. When the hell does this shit stop? That's what I would like to know. I mean, what's your take on this? I know you don't know as much about gambling as I do.
I don't I don't know much about gambling, but I do know this isn't where they're not going to stop. Like they're doing it's not even just about taxes. They're doing a lot of really stupid laws and policies right now, such as like the 3D print stuff, like we touched on before. And I get like they want to control ghost guns and shit and all that stuff. But where does that stop? Because even if they make ghost guns illegal, right? It, which they already basically are, as far as I know, in most, if not all, states already. I don't look into it too much, but there's no way for them to really like control it unless they start controlling how and when and how much of filament they sell us to print that stuff with. So it just
The ghost gun thing, that's interesting that you bring that up because I was watching this documentary down in South America. There's these guys that make like Glocks and all kinds of other stuff in their little tiki huts down there. And then they truck them up to the United States and sell them on the black market. So, I mean, even if they were to stop an honest guy like you from making a ghost gun, they're not going to stop illegal guns coming into this United States and being sold on the streets. So, what the hell's the point of it? Just more tax? I mean,
I don't even know. I don't know what they're getting at with all this, to be completely honest. I have no idea. I do know that they're trying to control it. I do know that they plan on basically making it illegal to print any. And I'll have to read up on this more to really give everybody some solid answers. I've just kind of skimmed through it all. But I do know that they are basically trying to make it to where like we cannot print anything weapon wise on 3D printers, as far as I know, which is almost impossible to make happen. There's no way that they can sit there and control all this. They would have to take control of everything, and like the software in 3D printing doesn't know right from wrong, and the printer doesn't know right from wrong, and there's no way for them to put that into them. Like it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's a really weird topic that I really need to read up on and learn some more about because I should be keeping up on it. The big thing is like I don't print that stuff really, so it doesn't really bother me anyways that it's going away. But it is kind of shitty that they are trying to like take the opportunity for an honest guy who just wants to print maybe gun parts or print, some self defense stuff, like you go to a gun show and they got tons of self defense stuff there. So I think this and the whole gambling tax stuff, I think it's just all about control, if I'm being
yeah,
honest.
that's exactly what it sounds like to me, too. It just sounds like Uncle Sam is trying to stick his finger into every damn pie that he possibly can for a revenue source.
Yeah.
Considering the Trump tariffs and the effect that that's having on all of the consumers. And I mean, this country is just a shit show. But I mean, I understand what Trump is trying to do.
Yeah.
All these other countries, like, it hasn't been fair. If you look at the trades from across the United States to China, they're charging us 293% on things like steel and aluminum. And Canada's doing the same damn thing. The beef is, I think last time I read, was like 37% tariff from Canada to the United States is what they're charging us.
I do get what Trump's trying to do, and I do respect that. He just wants more stuff to be made in America. The problem with that is it's so sudden that it's screwing us. Like, I build PCs and stuff. RAM went like RAM, let's say. So in the beginning of his term, before all these tariffs went in, I was building a PC. I think I paid about $200 for the RAM in my PC. The same fucking RAM that I bought then to buy it now is legitimately going to cost me $800. The new upgradable RAM that I was looking at was $1,300, which was originally $400.
Blame Bill Clinton for that, not Trump. I mean, Bill Clinton is the one that started NAFTA. NAFTA is right where all this trade war bullshit really got nasty, and the United States lost because he was giving them tax incentives to go overseas to China and all these other countries. And that's what screwed the United States because as more companies went overseas to get that cheap labor, we lost a lot of good corporations in the United States. And Trump's trying to reverse that And granted, yeah, he's catching a lot of heat from the left and the right. I
He
don't
is.
necessarily agree with 100% of how he's going about everything, but it seems to be working. But things like this don't just change overnight. So the stuff that Trump is doing, we're not going to see actual changes and effects for, 3 to 5 years before it actually starts really helping us in our pocketbook. But by then, we're going to have a new president, and if it's somebody on the left, we already can see where the left is at. They don't really give a shit about the United States, and half the freaking people on the right, they don't give a shit about the United States. All any of these politicians care about is lining their own damn pockets, honestly,
Yeah.
you know?
It's always been. It's just coming more. I think it's coming more to surface. I think what it is they've been doing it for so long now that they know that whether we can or can't do anything about it, they know that they just can get away with it. And even if we start to pay attention to something like that, they just make up some other thing going on in some other state, so we all focus to that, and then they continue, and we forget about it, and then like I think it's just gonna get worse. I don't think it's gonna change. I don't see much change in what's going on in this world with everything going on until we have something like a civil war or something like the sorts.
I,
Which
I agree with that. I think every time something starts to happen, some other manufactured crisis goes on and distracts us from everything. Because if you remember in Minnesota, the all of the fraud that was going on there, Alien Omar and Tampon Tim were getting, called out for all that fraud for the Leering centers. And now all of a sudden, everybody's focused on ICE and Renee Good and the pretty guy, whatever his name is.
Aiden or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Saying how they were heroes. It's like, well, I don't agree that they were heroes. I mean, you're interfering with ICE. I don't necessarily think that,
I think killing them was a bit much. I don't really know all the story. I think that's kind of crazy. Uh,
the pretty guy I think was
I think I
I don't
did
think that
see.
was a justified
I
killing.
Yeah, like I think that I did see like different camera angles from the Renee girl,
Yeah.
and
That one was to me was a justified shooting. She hit the ICE officer with her damn car.
she did, and I was like, when I first saw it from his body cam footage and the people down by the car, I was like, oh, that's crazy that she did that, and it was pretty straightforward. The only video that got me thinking about it is the one where there was actually a girl who took a video of it from her apartment complex, like 2 stories up, and you can actually see the whole thing from top down. And the way that that guy got hit, it looked like it barely grazed him.
When
And
even in the body cam footage, it looks like he barely got
it barely
grazed. I
grazed
think
him.
a taser
I
for
think
like a salt rock gun would have probably been a better.
or shooting out her tires or something.
At the end of that video, you heard "stupid bitch."
Yeah, see, that's what irritated me too. That's not okay. That I think that turns it into I think it's a malicious crime.
I seen Renee Good's wife or girlfriend or whatever. There was a video, and I don't know if this was AI or not. She was talking about Renee's car being up for sale, saying she doesn't need it no more, and this and that. Yeah, I don't know if it was an AI video or what, but that was a kind of disturbing video if it was real.
The one that she got shot in?
Yeah, the one she got shot in, the Honda.
How did she even have that? I'd imagine that'd be complete like
I don't know.
evidence
Like
by
I said,
now.
I don't know if it was an AI video.
Yeah, who
It looked
knows?
legit. I mean, there's so much AI shit out there. You can't tell what's real or what's not anymore.
Yeah.
It's so freaking realistic anymore.
Yeah. No, but I think I think a lot of the taxes back to that in stuff. I think that's just all control. I think that's I mean, I don't see it getting overthrown. I think did hear you mention when we were talking on the phone the other day that there's a lot of people fighting it. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
there's a lot. Right
Okay.
here in the state of Nevada, a lot of our politicians out here are trying to fight it, and they're not saying who keeps blocking it. I would like to know who's blocking it.
So who knows? I've seen so back when I lived in Washington when they first banned ARs, they they fought it in the beginning when stuff got banned, and a lot of people fought it because in my opinion, it wasn't right that they took that away from the people over in Washington. And there was one judge I want to say that was actually causing the holdup on the whole thing. Just one judge. He would not let it get past him or some stupid thing. But what I'm getting at is it literally just takes one person in a certain power of seat. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes one person who's got enough pull to make a lot of things not happen. Which which is why I think a lot of stuff like that shouldn't be up to one person. And I could be completely wrong. It should never
No,
be up
I
to one
agree.
person. It should be something that's
It should
completely
be a panel.
yeah, complete panel. And like most things are, obviously that's why we have what we have in like the White House and stuff. But I think when it comes to fighting stuff, it should be looked at the same way. And I feel like there's a lot of times where stuff doesn't get past someone is because they have their own personal reason or their bias about it. And that halts the whole thing. And it's just like, but that's not right though. You shouldn't be looking at it for yourself. You should be looking at it for the majority of the people. And and I think that's what's going on with a lot of things, you know.
Well, there's only a couple of ways to counter this, and I think the first thing we need to do is change the entire way this country votes. The Electoral College works, but it's only good for presidential elections. I think we should enact the Electoral College for state by state elections when it comes to senators and all of that. Obviously, things like local judges and all that needs to be kept local, and that voting could be kept the same. But when I was running for school board, it was something that was being talked a lot about by candidates, and nothing ever came to fruition from that. But I still believe that if you want to fix this country, first we got to get rid of Citizens United, and we need to change the way that the voting is going on in this country and change it to the Electoral College. Because take Nevada, for instance. I mean, it goes on like this with every damn state, but Nevada, I know the most about because I live here. There's 17 counties in the state of Nevada. The last election, 16 of the 17 counties voted for Trump. The election before that, 15 out of the 17 counties voted to get rid of Steve Sisolak, right? The other two voted for Steve Sisolak. So the 2018 election, 15 out of the 17 counties wanted him gone, but he got reelected. In 2022, he got replaced by Joe Lombardo because it changed to 16 counties, which gave us enough votes. Now, every time the left or the right lose a fucking election, you always hear them screaming, "We won the popular vote. We won blah, blah, blah." It should be by the popular vote. No, it shouldn't be by the popular vote. It should be by the Electoral College. Whoever gets more electors should be the one that gets elected. And I think that would help change, shitty states like California where these scumbags keep getting reelected. And when I say scumbags, believe me, guys, I'm not just talking about left wing Democrats because I know there's plenty of shitty right wing fucking Republicans too. So we need to fix this country, and people have got to stop voting for party and start voting for ideas. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, what's your take on that?
It's a really good way to point out. And we've spoken about this before, and I think that is that people are so sucked into, well, I was raised Republican and you know, that's just how I have to vote. And it's like, well, what about what they're doing for our country and what they're doing for you as a person? Because that's how I vote. I don't really care. I look at what they're gonna do for me and my future and you know what potential they can do for our country.
I can tell you this. I actually have a voting record that proves that I vote the way I just said. In 2022, during my campaign, there was two candidates running for, was I think the board of directors, right? One of them was a guy named Stacy Giomi. He used to be the fire captain for Carson City. The other one was one of my friends, a candidate that I was running with was Wade Bradshaw. Now I liked Wade. He's a businessman. He's super sharp, dude. He's like a high up manager down in Gardnerville for some big company. And even though Wade is a friend of mine, I still voted for Stacy Giomi because Stacy's already on the board. He knows what he's doing. He's got a lot of experience doing that. And when he was a fire captain, he helped fight a war that I didn't know was going on for a charity haunted house that I was running. So it's not that I felt like I owed anything for what he did, but I knew his history when it came to working for the city of Carson. And so I voted my conscience because Stacey Giommi's a Democrat, right? I was running as a nonpartisan, but I was basically on the Republican ticket. I was on all of their paperwork, vote for Jason, was it Carson City School Board District 1, and which I came close on winning that election to a Latino female incumbent. The only other two things that would have made it even more difficult is if she was gay and disabled,
Yeah.
but I almost beat her. I lost by 1,151 votes. Came up from nothing. Nobody really knew me except for my haunted house and my Christmas light show. And I almost beat this woman because I ran such a strong campaign. Um, but it was fun. I did that, and I vote the way that I talk. I don't vote for people. I don't vote for party. I vote for ideas. Who has the better idea and who has the better track record of following through with their ideas? Because you can talk all day long, like we've heard Nancy Pelosi. I mean, look at her district. It's complete shit. Like last time I went out that area, I couldn't wait to get out of there. I didn't even stop at red lights. I was just running everything just to get out of her district because it's so bad out there. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. At
Well, did
all,
you
as far
go
as
through up there in Washington? Did you go through that what that damn zone that they created up there where they kicked all the police out and it was right by the police department? Do you remember what it was called?
you mean Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle up there.
Hell no, I stayed away from all that. I'm from way further
Yeah, you're
west.
west up there.
Yeah, I mean, I when all that shit first started years ago, I was driving truck out in that area, and I did come out to that area a little bit, but I didn't have to go into the middle of it where it was all going on. But
You remember how hypocritical it was, right? They wanted to get rid of the police. That was the whole point of that. What was that damn zone called? Do you remember what it was? No? I can't remember what that zone was called. They had a special zone just for it. They kicked out all the police, business owners, and residents that lived in there. They didn't even want to go through there no more. So they created their own police department to keep the police out. Like, I thought you guys were against fucking law enforcement. I mean, that's how crazy everything has gotten over these last fucking 6, 7 years.
I don't think Seattle ever really. I don't think Seattle ever really recovered from that either.
No.
I don't think they. I mean, I haven't been there since then. I don't think, but Chop,
Chop.
Chop. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was called. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife just looked it up for us in the background.
Yeah, no, I don't think they ever recovered from that at all. I've talked to some people that are from that area, and they said that like there's still like tags and broken windows and
Well,
boarded
talking to people
buildings.
up there, have they implemented new bullshit taxes up there like they're trying to do everywhere else?
Oh yeah, they do all the time.
Like what do you know of going on up there?
I just know of like I'll basically I'll talk to my mom, and my mom will tell me if we get into the conversation about stuff that's being passed and stuff like. But we don't get too deep into it because I mean honestly I'm not surprised. I mean that's one of the reasons
All
why
right,
I moved.
look it up real quick. Look up what the stupidest new tax or law created in Washington was, and let me know. So we're gonna have her look that up real quick, and then look up Nevada. What the new stupidest tax is that they created in Nevada, or law, tax or law. We got a cat screaming at the door right now.
They can't hear it. Yeah, it's not being picked up, but he is screaming.
Oh yeah.
He's throwing a fit.
So
That's who keeps opening the door, by the way, for the people who keep seeing the door open and close. It's our cat who thinks.
well, if you guys have any ideas for future topics, please put it in the chat. This right here was my idea to do this one to start off with that and kind of segue and see right where we go with it. Like and subscribe. That is very important. The more subscribers we get, we'll start doing lives a little bit down the road. Not quite yet. We got to get a few more things set up around our studio right here. You'll see some changes. Background's going to change and whatnot. It takes time. This is a new YouTube channel. Just two guys like talking shit out. And we wanted to reach an audience like you guys because we don't see things getting done. So, anyways, you guys, if you like this channel, you like this content, give us the thumbs up in there. Subscribe, go up on the little bell notification, turn it on so that way you know whenever we post a new video. If you have an idea, put it in the comments. That really helps us out. If you like the way this went, throw something in the comments telling us what you liked or didn't like about this particular podcast. And as we go on, we're going to get bigger. We're going to get more stuff, more cameras, and then we'll start getting guests in here and we'll be interviewing people when they come in. But for now, it's just Avery and I, and maybe we'll bring our wives on occasionally and, we'll interview them too, kind of see what they know. What'd you find? Let me see it. Oh, you haven't found nothing yet?
Washington passes so many freaking laws that. Oh, it's Chaz?
Yeah, well, Chop was the original name, but Chaz. So, okay, type in your Google, what is the stupidest new law or tax passed in Washington? I'm really curious about that.
I mean, you could just type in new tax law in Washington. Something will come up.
If you do it under that, you could actually type in what is the new stupidest tax, and it'll bring it up with all this new AI. AI is amazing. It'll bring up all kinds of funny shit.
There was one recently. I can't remember it. I think it was like the last one I talked to my mom about. She called me and she was pretty upset about it. My mom really doesn't get upset about a lot about that type of stuff. Well, there's always been tax on ammo. I wonder if they're gonna start IDing for ammo.
Wow, Democrats and their fucking taxes. So in February of 2026, Washington State Democrats have introduced a new advanced legislation, specifically Senate Bill 6346, House Bill 2724, to implement a 9.9% tax on personal adjusted gross income for over $1 million, often referred to as millionaire's tax. You know what's going to happen? The same fucking thing that happened in New York. Remember when the New York governor did that shit and people started fleeing? They have the money to move, so they're getting out of New York now. They're moving to other states like Florida and places that don't have tax, like Nevada.
People have already been leaving Washington.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, personally, and I know this will never happen, I hope everybody moves out of Washington except all like the crazy motherfuckers, and all the crazy motherfuckers go to Washington and they all realize that they all don't get along because they all got stupid fucking opinions and they just go to war and everybody is just gone. Yep. It's like natural selection. You could even make a TV show out of it, honestly. Send a camera crew in. It'd be really interesting to see. Like the Hunger Games, but like one person's arguing about gender identity and the other person's arguing about why they get an extra tax on their fucking argon oil or something. It sucks too because Washington's actually a beautiful state. Honestly, it's a gorgeous fucking state, especially when you get out west, like where I'm from. You got the rainforest.
So here's new stupid taxes across America. So there's a new law that bans people from carrying ice cream in their back pockets.
That's always been a law. Yeah, that's always been a law. Yeah.
Ice cream in your back pockets? I've never heard of that.
Yes, that's always been a law. Yeah, so that's been a law in Washington, and then in Washington too, apparently you can drive without headlights as long as there's someone walking in front of your vehicle with some sort of oil lit lamp announcing that there's a vehicle coming down the roadway.
Here's 3 more.
Yeah.
In Arizona, it is illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. In California, it is illegal to shoot any game from a moving vehicle unless the target is a well.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You've never looked up stupid laws?
No, this is the first time.
There is an immense amount. So the radio station I listen to, they do a segment, I think it's every Friday, of the stupidest laws out there in different states. It's usually a questionnaire like, is this a real or fake law? And 90% of them are true, and it's some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard.
In Georgia, you must eat fried chicken with your hands.
Yeah.
In Kansas, serving wine in a teacup is illegal. Louisiana, sending a surprise pizza to somebody is illegal.
Not many
sending a surprise pizza. I would love to receive one.
I've sent my friends stuff. I have.
A surprise pizza though? Like
they sent like people like crumble, like cookies for like their birthday. I sent people that. I don't think I've sent people a pizza before.
I've never sent.
I should just send I should send Skits a pizza randomly.
In Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache in church that causes laughter. In Idaho,
It's crazy.
this is a really dumb one. In Idaho, cannibalism is prohibited, but only if it's non-consensual.
That's crazy. So I mean, to be fair, who is actually enforcing these? No one.
I
Because there,
nobody.
there is a guy. There's a guy on YouTube. Oh, I'll have to pull up some of his videos some one of these times. He actually he goes state to state and finds these ridiculous laws and breaks them on purpose in front of cops to see if they'll do anything about it. I remember this. I saw this years ago. I have to figure out who it is. We'll have to play some because I remember some of the interactions being absolutely hilarious. Because like majority of the cops obviously know like that's a law, and they know obviously like he's doing it on purpose, right? And if I remember right, they mostly just gave him shit. Like it was nothing. They're like, who the fuck's gonna arrest somebody or write them a ticket for having an ice cream cone in their back pocket? It would be hilarious if they did that or ticket him for it. It would be absolutely a great story to tell. Why in here? Because well, I had ice cream in my back pocket.
Yeah, but do you go to jail over it or do you just get a ticket?
I don't know, but I mean, still though, I do remember that there was a YouTube video or a YouTube channel where this guy was doing this.
This one I hear, I don't quite understand. In Oklahoma, it is illegal to have a sleeping refrigerator outside. What the hell is a sleeping refrigerator?
I've heard that one from the radio station. I have no idea. I don't know. Probably just a refrigerator that's like
Outdated local ordinances. In Florida, it is illegal to sell your children. What? Man, you can make money on them.
I'm never moving to Florida.
In Kentucky, it is illegal to dye ducklings or rabbits unless selling them in a group of 6 or more.
It's so weird.
Wow. The shit you find on the internet.
Well, I think too. I think like a lot of it is like it took one person to do something really stupid, and then they made it a point to make it a law. You know what I mean? Like right? Like why are those like you know how when you see like a really dumb warning label, you're like, why in the hell would that be there? I think this is kind of the same situation that's happening.
So the producer just handed this to me. Sleeping refrigerators are compact, low noise, or silent running refrigerators, typically 4-liter, 10-liter. Oh shit. Your phone is slippery. 4-liter, 10-liter, or 16. Whoa, what did I do? Here, get it back up. I touched something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, let's this. I need to get that off.
Tap the screen.
All right. 1.6 to 4.4 cubic feet, designed for bedrooms, dorms, or hotel rooms to keep drinks, snacks, or skincare cool without disrupting sleep. Would that be illegal to have outside? Coming up with these fucking laws.
I have no idea.
Here. Well, that's
like I've known about those, not all of them obviously, but like I have heard about those dumb laws, and like it's like one of those things that you just kind of hear about, and then you're just kind of like, what the fuck, you know?
So
and then you forget about it.
Here's some that are surprisingly illegal. Did you know in Chico it is bowling on the sidewalk is illegal? In Chico, one must obtain a permit from the city to throw hay into a cesspool. Driving a herd of cattle down the street is against the law in Chico, and donating a nuclear device within Chico city limits can result in only a $500 fine.
That's not too bad. That's affordable, you know?
Yeah, you take a nuclear device and
yeah.
What the?
Still get business done, you know? That's crazy. I don't know. I kind of want to see a list of all these people that have put these laws together, and then like I want to kind of read into their background and just see like what they were thinking. Maybe they lost a bet, or maybe they knew they were getting fired on Monday and they're like, "Fuck it, pass." Yeah, I'm not too sure, but it's kind of an odd. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I said, I think it's like comes back to like when you see a warning label on something that you're just like, why the hell does that have a warning label? It's kind of the same principle. It's like it's something that's just so stupid, but they had to do it because something along the line, something happened that somehow related to that incident. So they had to do something about it. So the answer is you can't carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
So in Prince William County, it is illegal to tickle a woman. Please be a lover, not a tickler, is what it says.
I mean, that's like borderline, like just don't do sexual assault or whatever it is, or
Yeah, but
you
like
know
your
what I
wife,
mean?
girlfriend.
Wouldn't that be shitty?
It says it doesn't say that. There's no sexual assault charges there.
It's acceptable, I think, at that point. I'm not trying to justify it. It's a stupid fucking law, but I think I can kind of see where someone was just like, somebody called somebody and somebody went to jail, and he was like, I was just tickling my wife. And they're like, well, it's simple. We'll just make a law out of it then. It's illegal. You're going to jail anyways, my guy.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look up some more. Is there any other stupid data that you want to know? This is kind of interesting to me.
There's a lot out there.
What's stupidest? Look, we got all kinds of things. I just typed in what's the stupidest? What's the stupidest animal? What's the stupidest dog breed? What's the stupidest dog? What's the stupidest bird? What's the stupidest state? Stupidest phobia? Stupidest fish? Stupidest name? Stupidest law? And stupidest zodiac sign. Which one do you want to hear?
Stupidest phobia?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm interested in hearing this.
All right, let's see. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce that. Arco. You know, with that top one right there. How the fuck do you even pronounce that? That's a long one.
It's got like 50.
Here, let me see it.
Oh,
My wife. My wife's.
What does the top one say? Arachnophobia?
It's not arachnophobia because that's fear of spiders.
Spiders. That's what I thought it was at first.
I was reading about peanut butter and shit.
Peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. I have no idea. It's like as long as onomatopoeia almost. You should
So I don't know how to pronounce it.
Here, let me see it. I'll show you. I'll get it. I'll get his pronunciation. I'll show you. I'll just do one of these little bad Johnnies right here. And, oh my god, there's a longer one.
Yeah. There's a few really long ones in there.
Iraqi bootyrophobia. Iraqi bootyphobia.
Oh, I got stupidest person in the world.
Iraqi bootyphobia. No, there's no way. Iraqi. Oh, I'm missing a syllable. Iraqi bootyrophobia. There's no way. Dude, hold on. Yep, Julian's pronunciation guide. Iraqi patyrophobia. Iraqi to be. No, I can't. So a fear of peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. That's what that one is.
All right. Well, let's. Hopefully, we don't go back too far. Oh, we went back too far.
Iraqi tabuyophobia.
One more. Okay.
That's weird. Iraqi tabuyophobia.
Nomophobia, fear of being out of mobile phone contact.
That's crazy. That's a new one. You just know that. Mobile phone? Like specifically mobile phone?
That is mobile phone.
That's
mobile phone contact.
It's a sad one. It's sad. It's kind
of Globophobia, fear of balloons. Arithmophobia, fear of numbers. What the fuck, dude? Like, I didn't know these things were
tragic. Imagine like being in middle, going through like elementary school, middle school, high school, and even college, and every time you go into math class, you just have a fucking meltdown. Doesn't surprise me though. I guarantee there's a phobia for everything. I guarantee you right now, if you type in phobia for computer screens, there's gonna be a word for it. Yeah, like.
All right, so back on the stupid laws. So in Georgia, you can't wear hoods in public in Dublin, Georgia.
So that's you can't. Actually, you can't wear hoods or anything that covers your face in Georgia. Period. It's a misdemeanor, and the reason is because of if people concealing their identity to rob stuff. That's why, and that was like
COVID.
Fuck if I know.
You see,
dude, it's Georgia. I guarantee you, no one was wearing masks in fucking Georgia. Too busy inbreeding each other.
Uh, in Topeka, Kansas, it is illegal to sing the alphabet out on the street at night.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. The source on that one is WGXA News. Also, the Georgia one is WGXA News. No, the other one that was from Kansas. So both of those sources are from WGXA News.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Maryland. Um, all forms of oral sex are illegal in Maryland, either with people or animals.
Well, I understand the animal part.
If that was true out here, I'm guilty.
Well, I guess we have a bestiality podcast now.
Of with my wife in public parks and shit.
I mean, that's pretty natural, I think.
I can't believe that actually fucking put with animals on there. Maryland, what are you doing? All right. Alaska, it is illegal to give a goose any alcoholic beverages in the city of Fairbanks.
Alaska's fucking wild.
Alaska is fucking wild.
And again, geese are already fucking assholes. Imagine dealing with a drunk one. All right, shows up with a wife beater, cigarette hanging out of its beak. It's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Like
Fuck
that,
geese,
it's like that
dude.
episode of The Simpsons where Homer makes tobacco. It's tobacco and fucking tomato because he was growing them together.
Oh yeah.
And the fucking cows start eating it and they get all crazy and shit.
Yeah. That's the last thing we need is fucking crazy ass geese, dude. They're already fucking pricks.
In Northfield, Connecticut, it is illegal to eat raw onions while walking down the street.
I can never live there. I fucking love raw onions.
So do I.
I'll eat an onion like an apple. Oh, I fucking love onions. It freaks my wife out. Oh, she hates it.
In Marin County, it is illegal for preachers to eat onions or garlic before giving sermon. They're up on a podium.
On podium though.
Speaking of onions, in Nordoses, Texas, there's an onion curfew for young women. Under no circumstances are they allowed to have any raw onions after 6 p.m.
That's lame.
Who the fuck is coming up with these? Oh, here we go. Our home state, Nevada. In other weird animal related laws, Las Vegas, Nevada, you're forbidden from riding a camel on the highway.
I have to return my camel now.
In Oklahoma and Ohio, you can't make faces at dogs.
That's crazy.
I have to read that again because that didn't. Wow. California, it is illegal to eat frog if it died during frog jumping competitions. I didn't know there was frog
jumping competition.
Frog jumping competitions. In Florida, it's illegal to sing in your swimsuit. Well, fuck, all those party goers going down there to Daytona Beach are probably all in jail, huh? Oh, here's more on that Arizona donkey bathtub thing. In Arizona, you cannot have a donkey sleep in your bathtub after 7 p.m., but before, it's all good. And that law was passed in 1924 after an Arizona merchant's bathtub was washed down into the valley when a dam broke, carrying a dozen donkeys into troubled waters.
See what I'm saying? It's like a warning label. One stupid thing happens, and now they're gonna make a law about it.
I think we need to take all fucking warning labels off of everything and let shit just figure itself out. Like, why the fuck do we have a warning label on bleach that says do not drink bleach? If you're dumb enough to drink bleach or eat Tide Pods, I'm talking to you fuckers. Natural selection, baby. That's what I support.
Yeah.
Oh man, fuck you, Kansas. In Kansas, it is illegal to serve ice cream on cherry pie. It's okay. I don't really care for cherry pie. I like pumpkin pie, peach cobbler. That's pretty good.
Dude, my wife makes the best peach cobbler.
Yeah?
Dude, it's so good.
Why the fuck aren't you in the kitchen?
She makes really good peach cobbler. Will you go make us peach cobbler, please?
Oh, dude, we're gonna make your dad so fucking proud of us. In California, it is against the law to eat an orange while taking a bath. How are they going to enforce that? In Alabama, I guess it's legal in every other state. It is illegal to drive while blindfolded. Folded.
I think it's just reckless driving.
Yeah. In Arkansas, it is illegal to sound your horn at any place where cold drinks or sandwiches are served after 9 p.m. I mean, if you guys have any dumb fucking laws that you've heard of, please put them in the comments. I would kind of like to know. I didn't know all these existed myself. This is kind of fucking entertaining to me.
That's kind of crazy.
It is against the law for a pawnbroker to accept an artificial limb or wheelchair as payment in Delaware. Georgia, it is illegal to consume fried chicken by any other means than with your hands. Finger food, baby. So, well, that's enough for fucking dumb laws for now. If you, like I said, if you guys have any, throw them in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Throw other ideas up in the comments too.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be fun. There's obviously a lot out there. I didn't realize how many there were out there. Like I knew a few, but I didn't know.
In Nevada, I keep hearing this one. It's illegal to show public displays of affection.
Oh, everybody's going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the Reno area, everybody.
All of these, except for ones like bestiality, I don't think the government's actually going to enforce any of them. Like, let your donkey sleep in the bathtub after 7. Who the fuck is going to know?
I don't even think. Not that I support it, but I don't even think bestiality is illegal, is it?
I don't know.
It's a reasonable question. I mean,
That's a good question.
Just kind of gross, absolutely disgusting.
It's got to be illegal.
I've never looked into it. Never had a reason to look into it.
Well, down in California in Hesperia, there was this mortuary, and the mortician got arrested for necrophilia.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
that's disgusting. I know that. I know that's illegal.
Yeah, that is absolutely illegal.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
I just can't figure out why you'd want to fuck a corpse.
Maybe he has a phobia to real life girls. Or guys. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That destroyed that poor woman's fucking ego, self confidence.
Fuck a corpse than his own wife.
That's actually terrible. But yeah, no. Let us know if you want us to touch anything else as far as the tax laws go. We can dig deeper into it for sure. Or if there's other questions that you guys have, we're not tax professionals or anything like that. We're just people who care with information at our fingertips. And yeah, if there's any stupid laws that you want to let us know about, please let us know about them, because that's kind of crazy. That some of those are funny and I guess you could almost say reasonable. The others are just outright fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So the information that I read to you guys earlier, it came straight from IRS's website. All right, we just printed it out. You could go on there. It's W2G and Form 5745. It's revised statute from 2026.
It's still on. So I will say, it is still on their front page. If you go to their website, it's the first thing that you'll see if you go to the front page, and it is still up for being updated. It's not a finalized policy or bill, whatever it is yet.
It's finalized.
It's still being updated, so they are leaving it up on their front page, letting people know that.
1,000 pages to the actual tax codes.
Yeah, but this bill in particular, though, just this one, the new gambling law, they have like a big warning up saying like this is likely to change, so please keep an eye on it for all the people who are who are gambling, and that's kind of their thing. So yeah.
So was this the cover page that you printed out first? Headman.
No, that was a news release about it. That just kind of quickly covered it. I thought it was kind of interesting. Honestly, after I printed it, I just went to the IRS's website because I wanted to see what people were saying about it, and then I also obviously wanted the actual facts of it all. And it really wasn't that important what the news had to say. It was pretty much just copy and paste from their website for the most part. But yeah. Yeah, if you guys want any information on it, you can of course you can ask us. We'll do it for you. But if you want, immediate answers, just go to their website. They have it up on their homepage right in the front. Um, you can click into it and they cover as much as possible. And if you have any questions of how it relates to other things, they also have side links that will take you to other potential things that may affect, by just collateral damage, whatever else may be the case.
Yeah,
So
if you're trying to do your own taxes, which I highly recommend against, they do have forms that you could go on there, walk you through step by step how to fill it out. I recommend getting a tax lawyer or a CBA, have them do it for you, have them help you with it. Especially if you're an advocate gambler like I am, um, it will save you a huge headache. They have specific forms for slot machines. They have specific forms for table games like poker and all of that. Here's the one for slot machines. Uh, yeah, it just, oh, there you go.
oh yeah, it's not going to focus on that.
Yeah, I probably won't focus on
No,
that. But
if
anyway,
they want to see it, they can go look at it themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just go to their website and check it out.
So, anyways, guys, that's that on your tax laws. We're not lawyers, like he said. We're not providing any kind of legal advice. I want that disclaimer to definitely be in there. We're just kind of giving you a rundown how we interpret it, how we see it, and how we've understood this new law and all of that to go through. The other segment was just kind of trying to have a little bit of fun with it because of how stupid and absurd this whole new law is. So, yeah.
Sign off here, then. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. And if you guys have any questions, concerns, you can either drop in the comments. There's an email in the link if you want to email us as something maybe you don't want everyone else to see what you want to talk about or hear about, or if you have any opinions, feel free to email us. It's in the description. You can click it there. It'll take you right to your inbox and set you up for an out mail. Um, but yeah, that about covers it for me.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. This was a fun little session right here. Episode 2. We're going to try to get 2 episodes out every week, different things all the time. Whatever side of the party you're on, put it in the comments. Let us know where you stand with what's going on with this country, which direction you'd like to see it go, how you feel about this new tax bill or any other thing that we've talked about, anything that you guys want to hear us talk about. And like I said before, when we start doing our lives, it'll be for public interaction. You guys can engage with us and turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live when we start doing that. Thank you guys for joining us. Until next time, have a good night.